This might be a slightly controversial. I don't know if you guys are okay with this. So recently, I've been learning about Stray Kids, and as a result, I've been looking up their group photos. But in a lot of the photos, there's 9 members. So I was like, when I studied yesterday, there was only 8. Why is there 9 faces? So I counted each one. Okay, there's Bangchan. Okay, there's Hyunjin. Okay, and then someone that starts with W, Woojin. And I immediately knew, oh, I have to be careful before I bring this up. Because if they left in a peaceful way, then I would have known about it, you know? I probably want to look into that, but at the same time, I don't really want to get into myself into any kind of hatred or any trouble, so I don't know what's gonna happen. Maybe some of you guys could let me know. What was the reason? Just, like at least publicly? No, I have no opinion because I don't know anything about this. How could I have an opinion when I don't know what's going on? Oh, kind of like a private life thing? Personal reason? Okay. Those are usually harder to discuss in comparison to, to like medical reason or, contract reason. That's like different. And also, I know JYP generally doesn't explicitly mention when certain members leave. By the way, again, guys, I know nothing about this topic, so I'm not trying to say I have any opinion. But just from my past experience with JYP's policy is they don't reveal anything when they make certain members leave. Such as, did you guys know J Park was once part of this group called 2PM and he left the group involuntarily? And I think there was another member, I believe, I forgot who, in JYP. But anyway, because they don't reveal anything, sometimes I think JYP is being kind, and sometimes I think they might want to simply hide. Like, we don't know the actual reason. Alright, Hyuna left Wonder Girls. So, by the way, guys, I'm not trying to defend JYP or anything like that. But what I mean is, sometimes when you mention the reason why certain members left, do you guys agree? There's a lot of companies nowadays who wordplay, like media play, as in, I'm not going to mention any specific companies, but when they have dispute with any members, then they intentionally spread negative media and negative news so that fans feel like it's justified that company kicks them out. So in comparison to that, I feel like the quiet exit might be relatively a better thing because, and I think other companies should do the same thing as well. Here's the thing, like certain fans might be like, why are you kicking them out? You have to give a proper reason and evidence. But at the same time, I feel like if you do so, it actually hurts the member more, whichever member that left. Because it's not like because you left the group, that's end of your career. You could still go off as a solo. Same thing with J Park, same thing with Hyuna. So the more gossip there is, I think the worse it is for the member. I know this whole talk involves so many recent happenings. I don't want to explicitly call out any. That's not the intention. Again, and they might have been unfairly kicked out. We don't know that. Did you guys hear? Do you know Chen Baekshi from EXO? It's Chen, Baekhyun, and Xiumin. I saw news saying Chen Baekshi, SM, has pressed charges. I don't know exactly what it is. Thing is, again, with this story, I don't know the exact detail behind it, but I'm guessing that it's probably something in the line of like, how should I say it? Actually, I don't even know if I want to talk about this. But dispute between idols and companies have always existed over the years. I think it's just a little unfortunate because as a fan, sometimes you don't get to know the full story. So some people get very disappointed at the company, they get disappointed at the members and groups. We don't get to know the reason every time. And I don't like that sensation because another one that I recently heard, oh my god, guys. Now that I start talking about this, there's more and more things that come into my mind. You guys know this boy group called ZeroBaseOne? 재배원? So I heard that they were disbanding, and then I heard that they were rebanding. So I thought, okay. And then they said they're gonna only rebrand with 5 members. And I don't really know ZeroBaseOne too well, but I do know certain names from them. I've heard. And I was thinking, usually when they rebrand, you know how they try to take the popular members? I thought it was interesting where the ones they re-signed, they left out some of the most popular members in the group. Again, there was probably some kind of a contract issue, other things like that. And I think these kind of things makes it really sad for certain fans because I don't know if you guys watch sports, whether it's baseball, soccer, football, even esports. When people are a sports fan and certain members leave, people get upset or they get mad. But I think the case is a little different for K-pop idol group because I think when people like certain group, they like the people in it. It's a little different from this concept of sports team. You could be a Chicago Bulls fan, but if you're, for example, Le Sserafim fan, imagine all the Le Sserafim member change. Are you Le Sserafim fan? What's the point of Le Sserafim if it's a different member? Just as an example. And I know there's so many groups. Promise 9 has same thing. Rise, Wonder Girls, EXO. That's why whenever I have this kind of talk, I always think and I always give so much respect to groups like BTS. And you might be like, oh my gosh, this is BTS glazing again. But no, like seriously, it's very difficult for 7-member group. That 7 is not a small number to be together for this long time. Same thing with Twice. I think that's very, very impressive. Very, very impressive. In order for them to do that, I think not only does company to do a right job, but I think the members, they probably control their action very well. Meaning they're probably very professional and they trust other members. What I mean by that is, you guys might be like, oh, Hyosang, BTS had these issues. But every single paparazzi has camera on BTS. And if that's the most trouble we gotten, then that means they probably live a very, very clean life. Because, guys, if someone were to point cameras to me, the level like BTS get the cameras, every day, there's gonna be like a major cancel reason. every day. So, a lot of people nowadays are hating on certain idols or people, celebrities for being canceled and doing things wrong. I actually think it's more impressive for the celebrities who aren't canceled. How? They're inhumane in a good way. Anyway, sorry to start off the story with the whole Stray Kids. Woojin? I don't exactly know his name. Maybe on my free time later, I might study into him a little bit more.